Hello, I'm Brian Wilson. Welcome to another 5 Minute Friday with Brian. I'm a local real estate agent in Orange County, California. Today's Friday, July 16th. We're picking up where we left off last week with the purchase offer for a property. So let me share my screen here. This is our third page, which discusses the escrow and title and the different costs and who's responsible for them, as well as items included, excluded, and closing and possession. So all this is hopefully to educate you and help you understand the forms. But if you do have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. So let's get into it real quickly here. Escrow and title, these are what I would typically put in a purchase offer for a client. This part above here was last week, but escrow and title. So most of them are very good in the area, but the buyer and seller do share the cost of this, and it's an equal sharing. But just to make sure there's also equal discounts if the seller is getting offered some incentive from a certain company, then I also try to ask for that to be equally shared for the buyer. And then the title insurance, that's to make sure that the seller is giving the buyer a clean and clear title. That's typically a seller cost. The other costs, county, city transfers, not everybody will have one, but the seller generally pays for them if there are. The HOA transfer fee is typically by the seller in this area, can be by the buyer because the thought is they're transferring the HOA into their name, but it's typically the seller. 4 and 6, you see, they don't give you an option. So that's the sellers there, and that's the buyers for the HOA certification. And then the doc prep is typically or I'm sorry, preparation of the docs is typically a seller cost. Um, some of these others might apply or might not, but the home warranty typically does. But if this crazy market, I'm seeing people waive it, which would be done right down here. Buyer waives their home warranty. But in a normal home, not attached, no pool, not all these other fancy things, $600 seems to be a general not to exceed number that works. And then items included, excluded. If it's an attached item, means it's screwed to the wall or attached to the foundation or something, it should stay. And there's a whole list of different things here that are listed right in there that should stay. Some things, exterior fountain, some people think that they should take it, but just it's said in the other that fountains should stay, but I just wanted to make sure because I have seen them walk away. Hanging mirrors, I've had that come up and something on myself, and fireplace screens, which are just standing in front of the fireplace. And then lately, the Ring doorbell systems and or security systems have been a big deal because people attach them to the house, right? But they buy them, so they think they're theirs. So that's a discussion to kind of clear up in the offer. Leased or lien items, the two big things I'm seeing: water softeners and, more importantly, solar panels. Now, if you're a buyer, you have to qualify for your mortgage, right? If you're getting financing. Well, if you are, you also have to qualify on top of the mortgage for the solar panel lease. So that's more things to do basically, but not that difficult. But just you want to make sure you review the lease because it's geared toward the seller. Maybe it doesn't fit your needs, but they can't change it because that's what it is. Then items excluded, pretty simple. What don't you want? If you're a seller and you don't want certain things to go, the buyer doesn't, you don't want them to see it and say, I want to include that in the offer, then remove it from the property and replace it if it's a lamp, a light, a ceiling fan, something like that. Then lastly, possession. Right now, a lot of sellers are not sure where they're going to be going, so they want time in the house after their sale. That's a big incentive for a seller from a buyer. There's two forms you need. If it's 29 days or less, seller in possession form, that's the SIP. If it's more than that, it's basically a lease, residential lease after sale. That's right here. And it's a 6-page lease that would just be like you would now have a tenant and an owner, landlord situation going on with deposits and all the other things. So, and then if it's tenants, there's another form for that are still in the home. But hopefully you get the tenants out prior to the close of escrow. That's ideal. So again, I'm Brian Wilson. I'll stop my share here. Let me know if you have any questions, and if I can be of help or answer any of those questions for you. Here's my contact information. Please reach out to me. Hope you're having a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Look forward to talking to you soon. Take care. Bye. And can't see. Oh, there she is. Sorry. Bye.